I should really spin this movie into sounding cooler than it actually is. Like, this movie stars Pac-Man, Centipede, and Donkey Kong. They're here to destroy the world. In reality, it's an Adam Sandler movie. Do not be fooled. Pixels. So Pixels stars Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Josh Gad, Peter Dinklage, and Michelle Monaghan. And in 1982, we sent a probe up into space to search for intelligent life to show them our pop culture. Unfortunately, we included video games in that. I suppose if you don't know what you're looking at, Centipede, Space Invaders, Donkey Kong, it does look pretty hostile. But the aliens took it as a declaration of war, and now they have created video games in real life to attack Earth. Video games that my audience are probably not going to know what they are. Ask your parents. In fact, ask your dad, he'll know. Or your Uncle Jeff, who no one invites to the get-togethers, he'll definitely know. And so now the nerds of yesteryear are the only hope for the human race. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this isn't as bad as Adam Sandler movies have been lately. In fact, there is actually enjoyment in the movie. When the video game shit is going down, it's actually pretty clever. Like, Pac-Man is tromping through New York, and so they get in their different colored cars, which are the colors of the ghosts in Pac-Man, but they have to beat these video game scenarios per the rules of the game. It was really neat seeing Pac-Man be played out in real life. Yeah, it was like that Super Bowl commercial that you thought was the best Super Bowl commercial in the Super Bowl this year. Like that, but you know, streets of New York. When the video game stuff is going down in this movie, you're having fun. But really everything that happens in between the times where the video game aliens are kicking our ass, it's cheese, it's nonsense, and it's kind of awkward in parts. First of all, Adam Sandler and Michelle Monaghan. Michelle Monaghan is in this movie simply to be a love interest for Adam Sandler. Yeah, you're calling bullshit, I'm calling bullshit. You call bullshit from the very beginning. From the get-go, Adam Sandler's like installing electronics at her home, and then from there, it's just, you're not buying any of it, and you're like, if for nothing else, this has the creep vibe going down. Anyone tried to pull the shit Adam Sandler was pulling in this scene, did 911 right away. And the jokes were kind of awkward. At a point, I forgot this was a comedy. I was actually enjoying the video game shit that I forgot. Oh yeah, first and foremost, this is a comedy. I should be laughing. Didn't really laugh in this movie. In fact, I was like, why is the voice of Olaf humping the stage when he's singing at the party? Peter Dinklage does his best in this movie. Kevin James was the most likable character, hands down. Believable? No, but likable. The last act of this movie's pretty fun. I had a really good time when Adam Sandler, I mean, he's playing life-size Donkey Kong. He's taking the hammer and he's just slamming those barrels. You're like, I enjoy seeing that. That's because I used to play that shit on the Atari and it's just neat seeing it on the screen. Ask your parents what that is. Honestly, guys, Pixels has got to be one of the movies that's just the most wasted potential of the year. The premise is genius. It's great. Video games coming to wipe us out, and the reason they give is believable enough for a movie like this. It's a comedy after all. It's easy to pitch in a movie that we sent a probe into space, aliens saw it, took it as hostile, and sent life-size video games back to kill us. Sounds ridiculous when I'm saying it, but in the movie, it would be viable. From there, you can have a pretty good time. This movie doesn't actually transcend into good time. This movie, at best, hits wasted potential, which video game shit's really fun to watch, but in the end, you're not gonna remember it in T-1 day. Yeah, already forgot. But you might crack out that old Commodore 64. Your parents. Ask them. All right, guys, so Pixels, have you seen it? Are you gonna see it? What did you think about it? Or strike that, what's your favorite old video game of all time? If you say Call of Duty, I swear to God, don't. Just don't do that. Whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.